kids to standard 10th chemistry, chapter 3 metals and non-metals. This is the second session of our revision. Alright, soon you are going to answer your test. Okay, and this is the chapter included in your test. So I'm doing this revision for you. Okay, fine children. So in today's session, first we'll begin with physical properties of metals. Children, it's important question in the board examination. Very simple. Alright, physical properties of metals. First, generally, I won't write completely. Generally, metals are hard. They are in solid state and hard. So, solid plus hard. Alright, there are some exceptional cases. Metals like sodium, they are very soft and can be cut with knife. Okay. Then second property, they are malleable. Metals are malleable. Means you can prepare sheet by hammering the metals. Next, metals are ductile. Means you can draw wires from the metals. Metals are good conductor of electricity, good conductor of heat and electricity. We'll write both the points together. Exceptional cases are there, but then most of the metals, generally metals, you use the word generally. Generally the metals are solid. Generally the metals are malleable. Alright, usually the metals are ductile. Okay. Yes, the next one. They are sonorous. Metals are sonorous. Means what? When you strike, they produce ringing sound, musical sound. Alright. And next, metals can be alloyed. Metals can be alloyed to obtain material of desirable properties. Is that clear, children? Okay. So, these are the physical properties of metals. Another important question that can be asked is differentiate between metals and non-metals based on their physical properties. If nothing is mentioned, then you can differentiate based on physical properties. But sometimes they will ask you differentiate between metals and non-metals based on their chemical properties. Then you will have to see that. Okay. Anyway, now very simple. On one side, one section you can write about metals, and another section you can write about the non-metals. Generally, metals are solid except mercury, which is in liquid state at room temperature, and they are hard. Non-metals, they exist in almost all forms. Yes, there is only one liquid non-metal, and that is bromine. But they are brittle. They are not hard, durable. They are brittle. So here, instead of hard, you can write brittle. Alright? Malleable. Non-metals are not malleable. If you try to hammer the non-metal, it will break. No sheets can be prepared. Same way, metals are not ductile. You cannot draw wires from metals. Yes, non-metals are poor conductor of heat and electricity. There is exception, graphite, which is one form of carbon. It conducts electricity, though it is a non-metal. Sonorous. Yes, non-metals do not produce any musical sound when struck. And yes, this is the common property, so no need to write. Non-metal can be alloyed with metal. So, two non-metals cannot get together to form alloy. But non-metal, when added to some form of metals, yes, alloys are prepared. Is that clear, children? Okay. Now, let's see the chemical properties of metals. All right, children, here we are. Chemical properties of metal. The first property, metal reacts with acid to form salt and hydrogen. Children, you will require this, the reactivity series. K, Bana, Kamams, Fanny, TL, Haiku, message. All right. For reaction, you take active metals like sodium. All right. I've taken sodium. All right. Reacts with acid, hydrochloric acid. The most easy formula, HCl, produces salt. Now, since this is ionic compound, you can get that sodium Na+1, correct? और इसका नीचे लिखो हाइड्रोजन H+1 and chloride Cl-1. So this produces salt, +1 -1, so you can combine directly NaCl. So that is the salt produced. And yes, hydrogen gas H2. This will be in gaseous state. It will be removed out. This will be in aqueous state. This also we are taking aqueous state. That solution we are taking. And sodium is in solid state. Okay. If you balance the equation, what you will get? Hydrogen is 2 here. So here 2. So यहाँ भी 2 करना पड़ेगा. तो 2Cl. Sodium 2 हो गया. So here 2. This is balanced chemical equation. Is that clear? Let's take another metal, magnesium, Mg. Let's react with another acid, H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. All right, in aqueous state. This is taken in solid state. So, what salt will be produced? Magnesium Mg+2, और यहाँ H+1 और sulfate SO4-2. I hope you have learned this valencies. सीधा join हो जाएगा. MgSO4, that will be the salt, magnesium sulfate plus hydrogen. Now you may balance the chemical equation. H2, correct? SO4 and Mg1. So it is already a balanced chemical equation. So children, this is the first property of chemical property of metal. Is that clear? Let's see the second now. So children, here is the second reaction, the property, chemical property of metals. Reaction with oxygen, that is combustion. Very simple. Copper, we'll take copper, though it is least reactive. Copper, when burnt, reacts with oxygen to produce copper oxide, metal oxide. Children, metal, when heated, gives metal oxide. That's it. Okay, children, fine. Aluminium, another example. Aluminium, when burnt, when heated, gives aluminium oxide. Now, aluminium, you know, Al+3, oxide is O-2. So, you will have to cross it. This 2 as subscript of Al and 3 as a subscript of O. So, that gives you Al2O3. So, when metals are burnt, it reacts with oxygen to produce metal oxide. You may balance this equation. O2, here 1, so 2. Copper 2, so here make 2. This is in solid state, this is in gaseous state, and this will be, metal oxides are solids. Okay? Check. Al2, 2 here. First let us balance oxygen 2 and 3. They are different. LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. So we need 6 at both the places. So to make 6 oxygen, 2. 3 2s are. To make 6 oxygen, 2 3s are. Now this gives me aluminium 4. So here 4. Aluminium is in solid state, oxygen in gaseous state, and this is in solid state. Is that clear, children? Sure? Okay. Now, children, the amphoteric metal oxide. ऐसे बहुत सारे, copper will give copper oxide, aluminum will give you aluminum oxide, iron will give you iron oxide, Silver will give you silver oxide, magnesium will give you magnesium oxide, calcium will give you calcium oxide when they are burnt. Okay. But some metal oxides, they react with acid or base and give salt and water. Salt plus water. I'm talking about metal oxide, not metal now. Some metal oxide, they react with acid to produce salt and water. That metal oxide also react with base to produce salt and water. That's why such metal oxides are called amphoteric metal oxide. I'll give you example here. This aluminium oxide Al2O3 is amphoteric. Alright, that means it reacts with acid. The best acid example we can take is HCl. Same Al2O3 also reacts with base. The most popular base is NaOH. Yes, it's going to give me salt and water. So water formula, I'm already writing it, H2O in both the cases. Now what will be the salt produced? Ionic compound banega. So आसानी से हो सकता है. From here you get two ions. Aluminium Al+3, oxide O-2. यहाँ से भी दो आयन, हाइड्रोजन H+1 और Cl-1. अब क्रॉस कर दीजिए Al1, yes, Al+3 और Cl-1, they are going to combine. यहाँ 1 और यहाँ 3. So Al1 Cl3, you may just write AlCl3. इसकी बारी Al+2 +3 actually and O-2. Sodium hydroxide Na+1 and OH-1. ये ज्वाइन करेंगे Al+3 और OH-1. ये 1 यहां लगा दो और ये 3 यहां लगा दो. दो एलिमेंट है, सो ब्रैकेट में लिखना पड़ेगा, 1 लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. सो AlOH thrice aluminium hydroxide. So salt, sorry, चिल्ड्रन, ये गलत हो गया, ये तो बेस हो गया, ये वाटर सही है. दिस इज वाटर, दिस इज सॉल्ट नो डाउट, बट दिस इज नॉट अ सॉल्ट. तो इस तरीके से रिएक्शन नहीं होगा. Here you get sodium aluminate. Please remember the name of this salt. Sodium aluminate. All right, and you remember, learn the formula also. NaAlO2, Na+1 and AlO2-1 वो सीधे ज्वाइन होते हैं. ये आपके लिस्ट में नहीं है एल्यूमिनेट. All right, so you learn the formula, sodium aluminate. So now this way it will not work. ऐसे काम नहीं करेगा क्योंकि ये तो सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड ही मिला हमें, सॉरी एल्यूमिनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, वो तो बेस है, लेकिन हमें तो मिलता है सॉल्ट एंड वाटर. सो विद सॉल्ट सोडियम एल्यूमिनेट. Children, this is very important chemical reaction for board examination. All right, now let us balance both of them. चलिए कहां से शुरू करें? क्लोरीन से. क्लोरीन 3 और यहाँ 1, सो 3 कर दो. एल्यूमिनियम 2 और यहाँ 1, 2 कर दो. क्लोरीन 6 हो गया तो इसको 6 करना पड़ेगा. फिर क्लोरीन 6 हो गया तो 6 क्लोरीन. ऑलराइट, हाइड्रोजन 6 तो यहाँ 3 2 6, ऑक्सीजन 3 और यहाँ ऑक्सीजन 3. नाउ दिस इज अ बैलेंस्ड केमिकल इक्वेशन. Al2 Al1 ही है, सो 2 कर दो. एल्यूमिनियम 2 हो गए, यहां एल्यूमिनियम 2 कर दो. ऑक्सीजन 3 और 2 5, 2 2 4 and 1 5 और हाइड्रोजन 2. This is a balanced chemical equation. Once again I remind you, this is very important reaction for board examination. All right, because see, even I made mistake by writing aluminium hydroxide, and aluminium hydroxide is not a salt, it is a base, it is alkali. All right, children. Okay. So moving further, same इसी रिएक्शन में, रिएक्शन विद ऑक्सीजन, हमको मेटल ऑक्साइड मिलता है. एनी मेटल व्हेन बर्न इन एयर, व्हेन इट इज कंबस्टिंग, यू गेट मेटल ऑक्साइड. और उसमें से कुछ मेटल ऑक्साइड ऐसे हैं जो एसिड से भी रिएक्ट करते हैं और बेस से भी रिएक्ट करते हैं. एंड सच मेटल ऑक्साइड्स आर कॉल्ड एम्फोटेरिक मेटल ऑक्साइड. और चिल्ड्रन, ये जो मेटल ऑक्साइड जो हमें मिला, उसको पानी में डाल दे, so it dissolves in water. I'm talking about metal oxide. It dissolves in water and produces alkalis, base. Let's see few examples there. Children, ये सोडियम और पोटेशियम ऑक्साइड ले लेते हैं. सोडियम Na+1 और ऑक्साइड O-2. पोटेशियम इज ऑल्सो +1 और O-2. सो सोडियम ऑक्साइड की फॉर्मूला बन गई, ओके, मेटल ऑक्साइड प्लस वाटर gives metal hydroxide. All right. Now metal oxide, which one? First Na2O1. All right. Second K2O. What we are going to do? We are dissolving in water. So adding to water H2O, and it's going to give me sodium oxide. Will give me sodium hydroxide. Sodium is Na+1, hydroxide is OH-1, सीधा join, so that gives me NaOH. Potassium is K+1 and hydroxide is OH-1, so that gives me KOH. Is that clear, children? Did you understand? Now balance. Na2 2 कर दो, oxygen 2, hydrogen 2 balance. K2 2 कर दो, 2K 2O, 1 and 1 2, 2H, H2. Now these are balanced chemical equation. Is that clear? What did we see here, children? Metal oxide reacting with water, dissolving in water. You get metal hydroxide. Now the third chemical property of metal that we are going to see is metal reacting with water. Here, metal oxide is reacting with water to produce metal hydroxide, which are alkalis, base. Now next, third property that we are going to see is reaction with water. Alright, let's see it. Yeah, now let's see the third one, reaction with water. Children, here metal reacts with three forms. Well, different metals have different properties. So, some metals react with cold water, others react with hot water only, and some others react with steam, which is having temperature more than 100 degrees Celsius. Correct? So, cold water, hot water, and steam. Now, which metal reacts with cold water? Those metals which fall in higher order of reactivity, like potassium and sodium. And hot water के साथ कौन रिएक्ट करते हैं? जो उससे कम रिएक्टिव है, हाईली रिएक्टिव से कम है. Let's take example of calcium. And steam reacts with still lesser. Let's take example of aluminium and iron. Aluminium or iron और उससे कम रिएक्टिव है. All right. Now, what do they produce? Metal react with water to produce metal hydroxide plus hydrogen, and lot of heat energy is produced here, children. Be careful. Let's take example. Cold water, potassium reacts with H2O. Of course, this is cold water, and it gives you potassium hydroxide, K+1, OH-1, so KOH plus hydrogen plus energy is released. Now take another example. Sodium in solid state reacts with cold water. Cold water से आसानी से reaction होता है, and it produces, yes, Na+1 or OH-1. So that gives me NaOH. Yes, you know, second is hydrogen, and plenty of heat energy is produced. This is in aqueous state. पानी के साथ dissolve हुआ, और ये तो गैस है. Correct? Now, children, be careful. Let's take this example, calcium in solid state. It doesn't react with cold water. Calcium थोड़ा less reactive है compared to potassium and sodium, so it does not react with cold water, but it will react with hot water, H2O in liquid state. Of course, this is hot water. In this case, it was cold, and it gives you calcium hydroxide, Ca+2, and hydroxide is OH-1. So Ca1 OH twice, CaOH twice. That will be the formula of calcium hydroxide. Of course, in aqueous state, plus hydrogen gas is released, and plus energy. Is that clear to you, children? Children, ये थोड़ा less reactive है, थोड़ा less reactive है. So no energy is produced in this case. So heat energy is produced conditionally. ये सभी में हीट एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस नहीं होता है. जो हाईली रिएक्टिव मेटल है उसी में हीट एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस होता है, और वो भी कोल्ड वाटर से रिएक्ट होता है. राइट? सो दैट्स अबाउट कैल्शियम. वन इज लेफ्ट नाउ. राइट? Aluminium, Al in solid state reacts with water but steam. So you write here G, very important, and it produces, children, metal hydroxide या metal oxide. It's very important, children. In first two cases, with cold water and hot water, metal hydroxide are produced. But with steam, it's not metal hydroxide, it is metal oxide. Be careful. दूसरा है iron in solid state, reacts with steam in gaseous state. Metal oxide, so metal कौन सा है? Aluminium, Al+3. Oxide O-2. So which metal oxide will be produced? Aluminium oxide, and that is Al2O3 in solid state. And here, thus iron Fe+3 और O-2. यहां Al+3 लिया, वैसे ही फेरिक Fe+3 लेना. So what you will get? Fe2O3. But remember, not this. एक एक एटम बढ़ा दो. Fe2 था, Fe3 लिखो. O3 था, एक बढ़ा दो तो 4 हो गया. That is produced, which is called ferrous oxide. Children, ये कुछ चीजें आपको याद रखनी होगी. All right? And then that hydrogen is produced, H2. And in this case, no energy is produced. Here, only with highly reactive metal, heat energy is produced. I hope that is clear. So these are the chemical properties of metals. First, reacts with acid. Second, it reacts with oxygen. And third, reacts with water. But water exists in three forms. Cold water से react होता है, जहां metal hydroxide, hydrogen and heat energy is released. Then hot water से react होता है, वहां metal hydroxide and hydrogen is produced, but no heat energy is produced. And third, with steam, not metal hydroxide, metal oxide is produced and hydrogen is produced, but no heat energy. Is that clear? Okay. Now, let's see. Yes, the whole extraction metallurgy process. So children, now let's see how metallurgy is practiced in industries. Alright? आप ore से start करते हैं. You extract ore from the mines. जहां माइंस होती है वहां से ओर्स लाते हैं. पहला काम करते हैं concentration of ore. That is increasing the percentage of metal in that ore. And after that, on the basis of 3 divisions, further processes are done. Reactive metal, middle order reactive metal, and less reactive metal. Try to understand, children. जो और हमें मिला माइन से, अर्थ से, उसका कंसंट्रेशन कर दिया. नाउ दैट कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड ओर को आगे मेटल पाने के लिए क्या करना है? दैट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द मेटल प्रेजेंट इन द ओर. इफ द मेटल प्रेजेंट इन द ओर इज रिएक्टिव मेटल लाइक सोडियम, पोटेशियम, ऑलराइट, तो उसका क्या करते हैं? इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस. देन इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस इज डन रिएक्टिव मेटल के लिए. एंड ऑन इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस यू गेट मेटल विच इज 100% प्योर. 100% प्योर मेटल आपको मिल जाता है. But if in the concentrated ore the metal present is falling in middle order of reactivity, तो वो दो प्रकार के हो सकते हैं, कार्बोनेट कंटेनिंग, कार्बोनेट फॉर्म वाला या सल्फाइड फॉर्म वाला, सल्फाइड फॉर्म. If the ore contains the metal which falls in middle order of reactivity, then that ore is mostly in carbonate form or sulfide form. If it is carbonate form, calcination is done, that is heating in absence of air. If it is sulfide form, roasting is done, that is heating in presence of plenty of air. So what you get when you do this, what you get? You get metal oxide. You get metal oxide. आपको metal oxide मिलेगा. From metal carbonate you get metal oxide, and in this case from metal sulfide you get metal oxide. उसका क्या करते हैं? रोस्टिंग, रिडक्शन. मेटल ऑक्साइड का रिडक्शन करेंगे तो आपको मेटल मिलेगा. रिडक्शन ऑफ मेटल ऑक्साइड गिव्स यू मेटल, but this metal is not 100% pure, not equal to 100% pure. You understand? यदि चल गया तो उसको यूज करते हैं, but if you want to use as 100% pure तो इसका further purification होता है, purification होता है, purification of metal. So purification of metal के प्रोसेस से उसको 100% प्योर बनाया जाता है. Is that clear? अब जो और आपने कॉन्सेंट्रेट किया उसमें लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल है, and that is the metal what you want to extract, then simply वो जनरली सल्फाइड कंटेनिंग और होगा. लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल वाला और होगा तो वो सल्फाइड फॉर्म वाला और ही होगा. तो आपको क्या करना है? रोस्टिंग करना है, हीटिंग इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ एयर, और उससे आपको क्या मिलेगा? मेटल मिलेगा, लेकिन नॉट इक्वल टू 100% प्योर. एक्चुअली रोस्टिंग करने से डायरेक्ट मेटल मिलेगा चिल्ड्रन, यहां मेटल ऑक्साइड नहीं मिलेगा. रोस्टिंग करने से जो लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल होगा तो आपको डायरेक्ट मेटल मिलेगा. यस, मिडल ऑर्डर ऑफ रिएक्टिव मेटल होगा तो रोस्टिंग करने से मेटल ऑक्साइड मिलेगा, और मेटल ऑक्साइड का रिडक्शन करने से मेटल मिलेगा. बट इन द कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड ओर इफ द मेटल इज लेस रिएक्टिव तो वो सल्फाइड फॉर्म होगा. सल्फाइड फॉर्म होगा तो आपको रोस्टिंग करना होगा, और रोस्टिंग से मेटल ऑक्साइड नहीं, सीधा मेटल मिलेगा. ऑलराइट, और इसको आप रिफाइनिंग कर सकते हैं. 100% प्योर चाहिए तो, इक्वल टू 100% प्योर चाहिए तो उसका रिफाइनिंग करो. इज दैट क्लियर चिल्ड्रन? और यहां भी देखा हमने रिडक्शन. रिडक्शन इज डन विद कार्बन. रिडक्शन इज डन विद कार्बन. कार्बन से रिडक्शन नहीं होता है तो कार्बन मोनोक्साइड से, कार्बन मोनोक्साइड से भी नहीं होता तो मोर रिएक्टिव मेटल से सब्स्टिट्यूशन करते. मोर रिएक्टिव मेटल से मेटल ऑक्साइड इज ट्रीटेड विद कार्बन तो मेटल मिल जाता है. मेटल ऑक्साइड इज कार्बन से नहीं रिड्यूस होता है तो मेटल ऑक्साइड इज ट्रीटेड विद कार्बन मोनोक्साइड तो आपको मेटल मिल जाएगा. लेकिन ऐसा मेटल ऑक्साइड है जो कार्बन से और कार्बन मोनोक्साइड से भी रिड्यूस नहीं होता है, तो हम अनदर मेटल लेते हैं जो मेटल ऑक्साइड में मेटल प्रेजेंट है उससे ज्यादा रिएक्टिव एंड उसको रिड्यूस करते हैं. लेकिन ये तीनों से नहीं होता है, देन यू हैव टू गो फॉर इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस. फिर इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस से 100% प्योर मेटल पाते हैं. So children, that's all in this session. See you in the next session. One more revision session I'll give you tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.